presented with an opportunity to do things that have never been done before, to really try and challenge myself. I represent the Philippines. Be fearless in chasing your dreams.
Pleasant afternoon, everyone. My name is Giselle Sanchez, your host for today. And welcome to a very special day because I am about to introduce a Vivamax original docu-film entitled Thirdy Ravena, Local Hero, starring, of course, the star player Thirdy Ravena, directed and produced by Tobias Memot and co-presented by Empower Asia. This docu-film will show us Thirdy's on and off-court triumphs as he chases his dreams and proudly represents the Philippines in the San-en NeoPhoenix team of the Japanese B.League. So what are we waiting for? Subscribe now to Vivamax so you won't miss out on this exhilarating docu-film of the finals man, Thirdy Ravena, entitled Thirdy Ravena, Local Hero, streaming now only on Vivamax Philippines. Vivamax is available online at web.vivamax.net. You can also download the app and subscribe via Google Play Store for Android users, App Store for iOS users, and Huawei App Gallery for Huawei users, or get your Vivamax vouchers on Shopee and Lazada. Watch all you can on Vivamax for only 49 pesos for 7 days, 149 a month, and 399 for 3 months for bigger savings. We are proud to announce that the #1 downloaded and paid entertainment app in Google Play Philippines has now reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you so much for the continued support and love that you have given Vivamax. Kayo po ang dahilan kung bakit kami ang #1 Pinoy streaming app, kaya naman Vivamax Atin to. Vivamax is also available in the Middle East, Europe, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, Indonesia, Thailand, South Korea, Taiwan, Brunei, Macau, Vietnam, Maldives, Australia, and New Zealand. But our docu for Thirdy Ravena will be only available in the Philippines. The screencast of TV feature is also available to mirror your favorite Vivamax exclusive movies, series, and concerts in the comfort of your TV screens. But before we start, we would like to thank everyone that's here. I understand that we also have friends from Japan that are joining us today from the side of Thirdy Ravena. So, domo arigato gozaimasu, minasan konnichiwa. My name is Giselle Sanchez, Filipino Genojin des. Now, we would like to show also our utmost appreciation to our friends from the press, TV, and online vloggers in all the parts of the Philippines and abroad for joining our digital media conference today. All right, are you guys ready? I am so ready. Kaya naman, without further ado, sabay-sabay nating panoorin ang official trailer ng newest Vivamax docu-film na Thirdy Ravena, Local Hero. Let's all watch this.
It wasn't really the best first game, but ultimately it went good. Still have a lot of improvement to work on, especially in my conditioning. I guess I have to play a couple more games just to get my air inside my lungs. Unfortunately, I injured my hand at the beginning of January. I did fracture my hand. I had the cast on. I would go to the hospital once a week. I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of anxiety that I couldn't do. You feel helpless at times, especially when you're alone. My best friends, my family, and fans are always there to support me. Regardless of another challenge in my life, always wanted to remind me that they believe, encouraging me to stay strong during that obstacle. It's an amazing feeling, and it just makes you want to just keep on going, just really play so that you make those people who support you happy.
I love it. It makes us so proud that we are Filipinos. Thank you so much for being the trailblazer. Thank you again. And now let's talk to him. Now, at least I get to talk to him first. Okay, so without further ado, let's all meet the star of the much awaited Vivamax docu-film, Thirdy Ravena, local hero. He played for the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles and became well known as one of the star players of the University Athletic Association of the Philippines, or UAAP, during his college days. He is the quintessential figure in basketball for powering the Blue Eagles to a league through a three-peat, which led him to take the finals MVP trophy 3 times in a row from 2017 to 2019, a first in the UAAP history. He also became the first basketball player to win Ateneo Sportsman of the Year award in 10 years and played for the Philippine national team at the 2019 FIBA Basketball Cup Asian qualifiers. Throughout his career, he has secured some of the best titles. Now he is on a mission to empower fans and aspiring basketball athletes across Asia. As San-en NeoPhoenix's newly recruited point guard, he carries the expectations of fans across the Philippines and Japan. Will his grit and determination help him overcome challenges along the way? We're going to find out today. Let's all welcome the King Eagle, Thirdy Ravena. Woohoo! Hi, Thirdy.
Hi, Ms. Giselle. Hello to our media friends. Hello to our Viva family. Thank you so much for having me here.
And thank you also. Thank you for bringing such honor to the Filipinos. You know, in these times, these trying times that we're having here in the Philippines, people like you inspire us and make us happier. So, you know, little things that make us happy. Okay na, masaya na kami. So thank you for being a part of that, for giving joy to a lot of Filipinos by being an inspiration to them.
Yeah, that's
All
such a
right.
great honor.
Thank you. Before anything else, we would like to say thank you again, domo arigato gozaimasu, to our friends from TV, print, and online media for joining us here today. So we have the Filipino press here, we have vloggers, and they're all going to ask you questions. Now, we will be limiting to 2 questions per press. That already includes your follow-up question for us to accommodate everyone. Also, please refrain from asking insensitive and offensive questions. While waiting for your turn to ask, kindly turn off your microphone and camera for a while. Also, we will be mentioning press names to be on standby mode, meaning at that time, you can now open your camera and microphone, but please make sure that your audio won't be a distraction to the ongoing press con. Lastly, if you're having technical problems, you can send Viva your questions and we will be the one to ask it for you. Thank you so much for your cooperations. And now let's open the floor for the questions. We're going to start first with our representative from the Philippine Daily Inquirer, followed by Philippine Star, Manila Bulletin, 2 representatives from Rappler, the Daily Tribune, Manila Times, Business World, ABS-CBN News, Spin.ph, News 5, Manila Standard, Abante, Tiebreaker Times, GMA News Online, and Who Junkie. Should there be a problem with your internet, I'm going to proceed to the next representative, and then I'll come back to you when your internet is okay. So let's start off with PDI. Hi.
Hi, Third.
Hello.
Di na ako mag-on cam, ah.
Oh yeah, sige.
Kilala mo naman ako eh. Ayan, Thirds. First of all, 2 games into the B.League season. Kamusta? Kamusta yung sophomore season mo so far?
Well, I'd like to think that the first 2 games went considerably well. Although we lost the first game, it was a good fight pa rin. Maganda pa rin yung pinakita ng team. We showed a lot of potential and we showed a lot of teams out here and yung mga Pilipino na rin nanonood na we're definitely a different team than last year, especially in the first half of the first game. So we just have to maintain that consistency and that composure that we had throughout the season. So eventually would lead to more wins and would ultimately make the NeoPhoenix organization and its boosters and the Filipinos proud.
And so follow-up thirds, of course, mapapanood na rin naman natin to sa docu na to. But can you just talk about going back up after yung injury, after the COVID? How will you become a better player this season?
Well, definitely is to take up everything that I've learned last season, not just on the court but off the court as well, and apply it in my life. Hindi lang sa basketball, sa career ko, pero sa buhay na rin. Because it really helps, like yung mga pinagdaanan ko, like the COVID and injuring my hand, really made me more mentally tougher, especially that I didn't have anyone with me during those tough times. So I was just very happy na NeoPhoenix trusted me with one more year, with a couple more years with the organization. So I'm just doing whatever it takes to, show my gratitude to the city and the organization and the fans as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Bong Lazada. And now let's proceed to Joey Villar.
Hi. Hi, Thirdy. Thank you.
Hi, Sir Joey.
Thirdy, first of all, congratulations kasi talaga kinikilabutan ako. Napapanood ko lang kayo sa Japan. Buong Pilipinas. Actually, kinikilabutan
Salamat.
dahil sobrang proud kami sa inyo. So, ang tanong ko lang, can you tell us more about yung sa local hero na show mo? And my other question is, how do you see yourself playing? Kung tingin mo ba tatagal ka sa Japan pa dahil nakikita ko kasi sa'yo, parang nag-enjoy ka, happy ka sa game mo. So, do you see yourself playing in Japan long term, especially with your current team? Yun lang yung dalawang tanong ko. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Joey. Well, to answer your first question, I think yung local hero was really made to just show everyone kung ano yung mga pinagdaanan ko dito sa Japan. It actually became more interesting with the fact na marami akong pinagdaanan off the court din. So with the message na gusto ipalabas namin with Gatsby, which is to empower Asia, it actually made the message even stronger na talagang I really wanted to show lahat ng mga Pinoy, the hoopers, lahat ng mga sumusubok sa kung ano mga career gusto nila i-pursue, na kayang-kaya na we can overcome this. We know that it's a very tough time right now, especially with the pandemic. Pero we just pushed through. We just pulled through with everything that we have. And you always think about how you can create an impact sa mga younger generation, sa lahat ng mga sumusubok din kung ano man kung nasan man ako ngayon. And gusto ko rin pakita sa kanila na kayang-kaya as long as you're dedicated, as long as you have faith, and magtiwala ka rin lang sa sarili mo. And to answer the next question, wait, can you repeat the question again, Sir Joey?
Yung isang question ko, Thirdy, how long do you see yourself playing in Japan?
Oh, yeah.
Nakikita ko sa'yo, enjoy na enjoy ka, parang calling mo na yung maglaro ng Japan to represent the country. So, ano yung sabi mo rin?
Well, Sir Joey, kasi talagang before even going to Japan, I was already in love with the culture. Mahilig ako sa fashion, sa Japanese fashion. Mahilig ako sa food, sa mga places dito sa Japan. Matagal ko nang gustong puntahan. And now that I was able to get the opportunity to actually live in Japan, it just really made, everything so much sweeter. Now I'm just trying to get the good balance of, being serious with basketball, but at the same time enjoying life and the opportunity that I was given. And so I'd like to say I'm enjoying myself out here din. Kaya talagang sana tuloy-tuloy. I really hope that, I can stay here for who knows when, how long. Pero my focus is to just be a better player every single day. And hopefully every season, mas mag-improve lang na mas mag-improve para mas maganda ipakita natin. Not just with the team, but, in representing the Philippines. Kasi alam kong dala-dala ko rin naman yung country whenever I play. And gusto ko lang maging proud kayo sa akin.
Thirdy, thank you, and send our regards to Kiefer and the rest of the guys.
Yes,
Good luck.
Sir Joey.
Thank you, Joey. And next we have our representative from Manila Bulletin. Do we have a representative from Manila Bulletin? If not, I will proceed to Martin Mendoza of Rappler. Hi, Martin.
Hello. Hi, Thirdy. Kamusta?
Okay naman, kamusta ka dyan, Marts?
My first question, gaano ka special yung magkaroon ng documentary based on your experience from last year? And aside from the documentary, we all know na last weekend, there was a song inspired from you guys naman nasa Japan. So can you talk about that?
Yeah, definitely overwhelming until now. I still can't believe na may documentary ako. But at the same time, I'm very happy that I got to work with such great people in Rakuten Sports, and in Gatsby as well. So all the effort that we put in last year to create this film was really fruitful. It paid off kasi nga talagang napakita natin sa mga Pilipino na kayang-kaya natin dito sa Japan, and hopefully nakatulong din yon kung sa lahat man ng may pinagdadaanan, especially at this, in these trying times, na talagang, kayang-kaya natin. And masaya din ako na nakikita nila ko ano yung mga pinagdadaanan ko on a daily basis, all the struggles that I've been facing the past year, and for them to be inspired as well. So malaking bagay yun. And also it's such a great feeling to play last weekend's game, especially na kasama ko yung kapatid ko. First time to play with him, play against him in an official game. So that was very fun, and also with a song that was inspired by all the athletes that are playing internationally. Yun, nakakatamba rin talaga ng puso, especially na yung gumawa ng song is my best friend. Malaking bagay din yun, and I'm very proud of him, and I'm very proud of all of the athletes that are representing the country, not just in Japan, but across the world, and also not just basketball, because we have a lot of athletes that are representing the Philippines as well. We have volleyball players here in Japan, we have football players here in Japan, and we have, the Phil Ams in the NBA, Jalen Green, Jordan Clarkson, and yun, marami pa. And si Kai Soto nasa Australia. So, laking bagay, because we're not just doing it for ourselves, but it's something far bigger than us, and it's our country.
Thank you, Thirdy.
Thanks, Martin. And if we have our representative from Manila Bulletin, you can come in. If not, then I will proceed to Ivan of the Daily Tribune. Hi, Ivan. Ivan, okay, so there you go. You're on. You're on mute, Ivan. Please unmute. There's may dyan, may parang microphone on the left, lower left. It says parang it looks like a microphone, and then all you have to do is to just press that.
All right. Can you
There.
hear me?
Yeah, okay
All
na.
right.
All right.
Hello, Thirdy.
Hello, Ivan.
All right. The first off, ask ko muna po pala yung commitment nyo po for Gilas for the upcoming FIBA World Cup qualifiers po. Will you play po for the first qualifying window sa November?
Well, for the November window, there hasn't been any conversation na dumating. But, you know me, I'm always game to represent the country. And, NeoPhoenix is very adamant about players representing their countries as well because it's a very big thing. As basketball players, yun naman talaga yung goal natin. So hopefully, if we get the call up and everything goes well, you know, I'll be able to represent the country.
Hoping for that call up for you. Then I wanna ask din pala sino po yung any player po that you're inviting to play in that you want to see play in the B-League one day dito from the Philippines.
Right now, it's hard to think of a player, specific player, pero definitely, you know, it's always a great country to play in here in Japan. You know, good people, good culture. It's a great experience out here, but also in other countries as well. So you know, I'll be waiting, but all I want to say is that it's a great experience out here to be here in Japan. It's going to challenge you on and off the court as well, but at the end of the day, it's only going to make your character stronger.
Right, that'll be all from me. Thank you, Thirdy.
Thanks, Ivan. And next we're going to have Ray Hoble of the Manila Times. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Miss Giselle. Thank you. This first question of Thirdy, do you feel extra motivated playing against your elder brother keeper in the Japan B.League? As I understand, you played against him a few days ago.
Of course, Sir Ray, kasi growing up, you know, we both grew up in such a competitive household. Talagang I don't know how I can explain it. Pero talagang yun nga, competitive kami sa lahat ng bagay, whether it's small board games at home or yung mga one-on-one namin sa gym, even with our dad growing up. Talagang nakaka-motivate, especially to be able to do it in a different country, in a beautiful country in Japan, in front of a lot of Filipinos who came to watch live. And I'm very thankful for them kasi marami sa kanila talagang dumayo pa. They traveled about 3, 4, 5 hours just to watch the game. And of course, sa libo-libong mga nanood sa live stream. And yeah, it's such a crazy feeling na iniisip mo lang nung bata kayo sa backyard lang kayo naglalaro na semento, nakapaa pa kayo. Tapos kumbaga nandito na kayo sa Japan na professional basketball players na kayo, Asian imports, and you're just not just playing for yourself, but you're representing a country with you while you're doing it, while you're playing against, you know, your brother. It's such a surreal feeling, and it's something na talagang makikwento ko hanggat sa mga apo ko pagtanda na ito yung isa sa pinakamagandang experiences ko sa buhay.
Okay. And now that you're both playing in the Japan B.League, can you talk about the level of commitment you had to the Filipino fans living in Japan, the Philippines, and different parts of the world as you are now becoming an international commodity?
Well, definitely, you know, it's a big responsibility and a big commitment as well, not just to yourself, but to the game. You know, coming up to the games, you know, you're representing the country and kailangan magpakita ka talaga every time you play because you're not, just like what I mentioned before, hindi lang sarili mo nire-represent mo ngayon, kundi pati mga bansa. Yung bansa mo nire-represent mo na, and with thousands and thousands of people watching, you have to show up, you have to play with the best of your abilities because you don't want to say naman at the end of the day na hindi mo ginalingan. So every game talagang gusto ko sabihin na binigay ko lahat ng makakaya ko. And even before the game started, I did all the preparations, lahat ng pwedeng preparations, in order to play that game, to have all the advantages that I can have before that game even starts. So yun talaga yung commitment na ibibigay ko, and that's what I'm gonna be giving every day to the Filipino community and to this organization as well.
Thank you very much, Thirdy, and thank you, Ms. Giselle.
Thank you very much, Ray. And I just want to ask Thirdy, you were talking about like you and Kiefer playing, you know, nakayapak lang kayo, sa backyard and stuff. Is that part of because that would be a nice part of the docu. Will that be part of the docu?
Yeah, well, we had a couple of scenes in the documentary where we were playing one-on-one dun sa house namin. But we didn't have any footage of the actual footage of us playing.
No,
na
but I mean
nakayapak
just the
lang kami.
memories you would
Yeah,
talk
definitely.
about.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah,
That
for
would
sure.
be nice in the
Yeah.
docu. Okay, next we have Mike Murillo of Business World. Hi, Mike.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Thirdy.
Good afternoon, Sir Mike.
Yes, question ko lang, Thirdy, from last season, one Pinoy player playing in Japan, and this season, 8 players kayo, no? Can you just talk about yung sense of pride on your part, for basically kicking the door, for Filipino players to play in Japan? And can you also talk about the motivation naman on your part? Of course, kasi may mga comparison yan among Filipinos. So, can you talk about it?
Well, definitely, it's a great feeling to be, the first one out here, and it's even a greater feeling to see people coming in after you open the door for them. Kasi nga, it's something that's bigger than me. I can do all sorts of stats. I can achieve great things, but what legacy would I leave behind? That would always be a question, but I felt like I was able to answer that pretty quick after my first year, which was pretty funny kasi sa huling parts mo pa ng career naisip yung mga ganung bagay. Pero ngayon na naisip mo na, nakikita mo na you're able to open the door for Filipinos, it's such a big responsibility as well, especially now that I'm still playing. I have to make sure na I stay strong individually kasi gusto ko rin ipakita na kayang-kaya kasi kung mag-breakdown ako dito sa Japan, it might not be a good look for the other guys who are looking up to us in the younger generation who are possibly thinking of playing abroad. So definitely, it's a challenge. It's something that I've committed myself to. It's something that I committed myself to. And it's something that I enjoy very much every single day. That's one of the reasons na talagang ginagaling ako sa basketball dito sa Japan. And it's one of the things that keep me going. So, yun lang po.
Tapos follow up lang, much has been said of what Filipino bowlers can get from the Japan League. But on the flip side, what do you think Filipino bowlers can give naman to the Japan League?
Oh, definitely. On the marketing side, we can already see that the Filipinos, that the B.League has already expanded its horizons to the Philippines. And from what I can see, from what I've been seeing, the reception has been pretty good to the Filipino fans. They enjoy seeing basketball, especially seeing Filipinos that are playing here as imports, and talaga malaki yung role nila sa team, so talaga nakaka-enjoy naman talaga panoorin yung mga ganung bagay. But at the same time, from a basketball player's perspective, we can give a lot of skill. Here in Japan, they play a different type of game in Japan, and we play a different type of game in Japan. And usually, when you mix two things, good things happen. And kumbaga, may kanya-kanya talaga nadadala yung mga Pinoy, specifically per player sa mga teams nila, and that's why they were selected, because that's why they were chosen specifically, because they know that they can bring whatever they have, whether it's athleticism, scoring, grit, yung mga ganong klaseng bagay. Marami tayong madadala dito sa Japan. That's all I can say, kasi maganda naman yung pagtanggap nila sa atin, kasi so far maganda naman yung napapakita, I'd like to say.
All right. Thank you very much, Thirdy, and all the best for the rest of the season. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike. That was Mike Murillo of Business World. And now let's proceed to Camille of ABS-CBN News. Hi, Camille.
Hi. Hi, Thirdy.
Hi, Camille.
Thirds, you touched on this earlier, but I just wanted to ask you to expound on it. Is there a special responsibility for you that now hindi na lang basketball player yung tawag sa'yo, you're also being called a trailblazer.
Mm. Well, yes, definitely. Laking responsibility on, especially nga na ikaw yung nauna. You always want to show na talagang kayang-kaya. You want to stay strong. Marami kang pagdadaanan dito sa Japan, both on and off the court. There's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride, but at the end of the day, you wanna stay strong para dun sa lahat ng mga humahanga, lahat ng mga nangangarap na basketball players, pati yung mga gustong pumunta, hindi lang sa Japan, but internationally as well. So, just like what you mentioned, being called that name is a responsibility. And I feel like ginagawa ko naman yung makakaya ko to live up to that name and to just keep moving forward and keep blazing the trail for all of the Filipinos.
Yeah, you certainly are doing that. Kasi yun nga, hindi na lang ikaw. There are volleyball players there are football players there, and all over the world, we're seeing our athletes spread their wings, kumbaga. What do you think does this recent movement say about the caliber ng atletang Pilipino?
Yeah, well, just like what I've mentioned before, I keep saying this, the Philippines is for the world. Alam mo yun, na hindi lang tayo meant sa loob ng Pilipinas, but as people, marami tayong, kayang gawin, and we're actually good at a lot of things. So seeing that come to life, seeing all of these athletes start playing, out here in Japan. We've seen Eliza play in Thailand. Soon the KBL is going to open up in Korea, and we have Australia as well. So just seeing all of these things come to life is just a beautiful feeling for me. And I'm sure the Filipino community is very proud to support and watch all of these athletes playing abroad.
Thanks, Thirds. Ingat dyan lagi.
Thank you, Camille.
Thank you very much. That was Camille of ABS-CBN. And now let's proceed to our next press person, Kate Reyes of Spin.ph. Hi, Kate.
Hello. Hi, Thirds.
Hi, Kate. Kamusta?
Okay. So yun, Thirds, just so nice. You've always been vocal na it's not easy as it sounds playing overseas in Japan. And now you have a documentary to justify all that claims. Congratulations. Looking back, did you ever think na you'll get this another chance to redeem what could have been on your first season kung hindi ka na-injure and kung hindi ka nag-positive? Did you ever think na magkakaroon pa ng kasunod to ng renewal nung that time? Or is it all unexpected and full circle on your end ngayon?
Well, definitely looking back, I really feel na everything has its purpose, na God has a plan for everyone. I wouldn't be thinking that for sure nung pinagdadaanan ko yung mga bagay na yun. But it definitely taught me a lot. Not being able to play allowed me to view the game and see the game from a different perspective. And it made me mentally tougher na wala yung pamilya ko sa lahat ng mga pinagdaanan ko dito. I broke my hand. I was out for 3 months. I had COVID, and I did all of that alone. Physically, my family was there through FaceTime. Lahat naman sila sumusuporta. But yeah, I feel like it allowed me to be more hungry, and I think it really drove me to just keep working. If I was working siguro mga 100% last season, gusto ko ngayon 500% na itatrabaho ko. And because that's because I'm motivated from everything that I went through last season. And of course, I'm also motivated by the trust that the organization has given me with the NeoPhoenix. So I'm really doing whatever it takes to show them how grateful I am. And at the same time, to represent the country in what I'm doing, and to just, hopefully make them stronger watching me, just to empower them as well, because that's one of the reasons why I play.
Okay, last question, sir. I remember that in early 2020, bago mag-pandemic, you and Kif shared the story before na, how big is it for your family to play in the Gilas together, di ba? Na parang it seemed like a dream come true, sabi ni Tita Mozi.
Mhm.
Now, itong Japan, no one saw it coming. And, you and Manong were the first two Pinoys in B.League as well. What does this mean for your family? May napag-usapan ba kayo nila Coach Bong? And how are you gonna live up to carrying this responsibility? Yun lang.
Well, definitely, just like what I mentioned, it's such a surreal feeling
Mhm.
na dati nga, yung ganun lang kami maglaro ng basketball,
Mm.
nakayapak lang, tapos ngayon nandito na kami. And even more fruitful kasi kapatid mo yung kasama mo, you know. We became teammates in college. We both achieved, we were able to play college basketball. That's already a feat. Naging teammates kami sa college basketball. And then after that, naging teammates kami sa national team. And then now we're playing each other in a different country as imports. So, you know, it's very fruitful. Nakakataba ng puso, and you just can't imagine. Di mo siya mapinta, kumbaga, tuwing iniisip mo na, oh nga, grabe na yung pinagdaanan natin. Look where we are, you know? And definitely very motivating din siya to just keep going and see where, you know, where basketball would take both of us. So it's definitely a great feeling to be sharing that with my family and my brother as well. And I know that they're very proud. Hindi naman siya napapag-usapan very much. No, I mean, like we talked about it last weekend. I was with my brother after the game, and we had called my family, and we were there.
Okay.
And yeah, we were just all so happy to be, you know, to be where we are right now. And I'm sure our parents are proud. It's one of the goals rin naman na gusto namin gawin as brothers.
Okay, thank you, sir. See you soon.
See you, Kate.
Thanks, Kate. And before I proceed to the next person that's going to ask you, I'd like to ask you, Third, you were mentioning, how hard it was, you getting COVID, getting injuries and everything. What was God's role there? I mean, I'm sure at first, did you like blame him or really called on him for help? What was your relationship with God then?
Yeah, well, definitely didn't blame God for everything that happened, but there was a lot of doubt in myself, and there was a lot of prayers that were given, especially during those tough times. Kasi nga, doing things alone, having to go through all of those things alone. I was confined in the hospital for like 3 days by myself, and there wasn't really Wi-Fi in the hotel, so I didn't have anything to do but just to think and pray. And yeah, I mean, I just gave everything to God. Sinabi ko kay Lord na kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan ko, Lord, ikaw na bahala sa akin. Ikaw na yung may alam kung ano yung meron ka for me. So I just give everything to you. So yun lang naman. My faith was definitely very strong during those times kasi talagang si Lord yun talagang anchor ko nun, and my family. So that's how God really helped me, and that's how, that's how I look at it. And he just wanted to challenge me, and right now I'd like to think na it really taught me a lot, and it worked. Kung ano man yung pinagdaanan ko, kasi talagang motivated na ako ngayon. My desire to just play and to just really be grateful for everything that I have is on a high level. So yeah, that's why I'm very thankful for God.
Well, that's good. At least you didn't blame God instead of, because some people, they would do that. They'd blame him, but instead of blaming him, you surrendered to him, and it's great. It's giving you, more strength, right? Okay, so let's proceed to Peter Atencio of Manila Standard.
Hello, Thirdy.
Hello, Sir Peter. Kamusta?
Na. Parang kailan lang, pinapanood ko ng high school. High school games mo.
Bilis lang. Bilis lang.
Ayun. Eto tanong ko sa'yo. What changed in your game from college go, to the B-League? How have you changed in your game?
Well, definitely I had to uh, make way better decisions, make more decisions, especially coming into Japan as an import. I'm gonna be. I was aware na the ball might end up in my hands
Mm.
more often than usual. Kasi sa college talagang umiikot lang yung bola sa team namin, but it's different in the pros. So I really had to work on my decision making and my shooting as well. Kasi tatlo yung imports per team
Mhm.
dito sa Japan, and I have to make sure na hindi lang puro atake yung gagawin ko kasi those imports can really just challenge you, and it's going to be tough if you just keep attacking and they know that you're going to attack every single time. So my shooting as well. So those are the two main things na I'm still trying to work on as of the moment. But those are the things na binago ko sa laro ko
Mm.
out here in Japan.
Okay. Second question. Look down the road. What are you looking forward to for the next 5 years?
Well, whatever basketball has to offer. I mean, I have no idea where I'm gonna be in 5 years. I'll be honest with you, but uh, right now my main focus is to just help this organization, help the team, and represent the city and make the city proud dito sa Toyohashi and Toyokawa and Hamamatsu City dito sa Aichi Prefecture kasi ito yung nire-represent ng team namin. And of course, to just make the Filipino community proud and you know, not just me, but everyone who's playing out here in other sports as well. So yun pa lang naman yung goal.
Yeah. Your thoughts regarding the 2023 Gilas and your availability then?
Well, definitely, I would love to play for the Philippines, as I always would say. And the 2023 World Cup is going to be special. I don't know, to special lang ba yung word? Because it's going to be in our country. We never know when it's going to happen ever again, if I'm going to see it in um, my lifetime. So definitely, I'd like to play in that World Cup kasi dito sa Pilipinas gaganapin yan. And it's going to be good timing then kasi I'll be 26 by then. I think I'd be a better player and I'd have a lot to offer to the team. So
Yes.
hopefully I get selected to play for the 2023 World Cup.
Last question. Kumusta ang interaction mo with your fans out there? Sa Japan?
Sobrang saya kasi grabe yung suporta nila dito sa mga Japanese fans and the Filipino fans as well, yung mga Japanese fans dito sa NeoPhoenix. We call them the NeoPhoenix Boosters. They're very supportive of us. You would never hear anything bad from them. They would always just be there every single game to support you. A lot of them watch even when we're away, when we're on the road. They even take the plane. They even take the bullet train, travel hundreds and hundreds of kilometers just to watch the game, and that's such a crazy thing for me. So talagang malaking pasalamat and nakaka-motivate talaga yung mga fans dito sa Japan.
Yeah. Okay. Salamat, Thirdy.
Thank you, Sir Peter.
Thanks, Peter. Up next, we have JK Karandang of GMA News Online. Hi, JK.
Hello. Hi, Thirdy.
Hi, JK.
First question muna. Sa Saturday game yun ni Kobe, ano yung nag-look forward mo going against Kobe?
Yun. Isa pa yun. It's such an exciting feeling kasi kami ni Kobe, we go way, way back. We've been teammates since we were 9 or 10 years old. We went to LaSalle together. We both went to Ateneo together. We played we played each other in the UAAP, but you kind of get the point. Kobe and I have been friends for a long time, and now we've been actually training together the last 2 years with True Focus. So talagang masaya, nakaka-excite yung feeling na maglalaban na kami here in Japan as well. Kasi I'm very happy for him. He's gone through so much in his life, and I'm very happy where he's at right now, and I wish him all the best. But this weekend, mukhang magkalaban muna kami. It's going to be very exciting, but at the same time, it's going to be something that the Filipino people would hopefully be proud of once again. So yeah, I'm very excited for this weekend.
Okay, next question. From a league perspective, since second year mo na rin sa B-League, ano sa tingin mo yung lessons na pwedeng kunin ng local leagues from the B-League?
I can't think of anything ngayon, but I also like to think na maganda yung pag-run ng B-League sa league nila, and I'm very amazed with how they're very accepting of foreign players like me. Talagang pinaparamdam nila na we're very warm here. We're very welcome here in Japan. Talagang they're doing everything just like when how they did everything leading up to the first game with my brother was amazing. They're hyping it up from day one. So wala, talagang nakakatuwa, especially na nakikita mo yung value mo as a player. As an import, you're not even from Japan, but you feel like the league is taking care of you very well. And it's such a great feeling to be in the B.League.
Thank you.
Thank you, JK.
Thank you very much, JK. And now let's have Pat of Hoop Junkie. Hi, Pat.
Hello. Hi everyone. Hi, Thirdy. Thank you, Vivamax.
Hi, Pat. Kamusta?
Kamusta, Brody?
Ayos lang, Brody.
Congratulations sa multi-year contract with San-en NeoPhoenix. No? Just wanted to ask how you prepared differently with Coach Jolo Tamayo of True Focus for this B-League season compared to last season, and now that you have a year of experience under your belt.
Well, yun nga, Pat. As you may know, because you've actually been in one of our training sessions, talagang tuloy-tuloy kami nag-practice, especially in the off-season. Last summer, nung umuwi ako, we would go 3 times a day. Nag-workout kami ng 5 a.m., 12 noon, tapos usually 8 or 9 p.m. nag-training pa kami. And to add to that, I was also doing strength and conditioning with Miguel Aitona from Aitona Performance. So talagang iba yung preparation na gusto namin this year kasi nga sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ko the year before, it really drove me to be more hungry and more committed and more determined to succeed in this game. So hindi madali yung ginawa namin. We were working on a lot of things. Well, actually, the main thing that we worked on was my shooting form. Yun yung binago namin throughout the summer, and we were working on that for 3 times a day and every day of the week. So yun lang masasabi ko, talagang grabe pinagdaanan namin this summer, and I'm very happy and I'm very thankful for Coach Jolo and Coach Migs dahil nga sila talaga yung tumulong sa akin. Kaya naman nagka-good start ako dito sa B-League in terms of shooting and my overall conditioning and my game.
Hello. Thank you, bro. Tapos second question ko, if you have one piece of advice to yourself last year before coming to Japan, what would it be and why?
Don't listen to them. Listen to yourself. Yun lang talaga yung masasabi ko, because especially yun nga, marami pinagdaanan last season and my performance was not as good, coming from the three-peat the 3-time MVP season. People really expected a lot, but they don't understand yung pinagdaanan ko dito sa Japan, both on and off the court. So people had a lot to say about everything, but I really just focused on what I can control, and what I knew in my heart na kaya kong gawin and kaya kong ibigay sa team and here in the B-League. So yun lang yung advice ko sa sarili ko, to just keep going and not listen to whatever people would say, and to just listen to yourself and your heart.
Okay. Thank you, Brody. Ingat.
Ingat.
Thank you. I also want to ask, well, since I also write from Manila Bulletin, I actually wrote about your brother Kiefer. I give my love to him, all right, because we were both, we were both endorsers of one product before. Anyway,
Okay.
how was your, filming the documentary? Was it like, how was the process? Did you like, okay, that's just gonna be on the side, syempre main pa rin yung pagbabasketball mo and all your how did you do it? How did you like manage to go about, especially that you're playing at the same time?
Well, definitely the focus is basketball. The reason why I'm here is because of basketball. So I had to keep the main thing, and everything else follows, just like what LeBron said. It's such a weird feeling for me na may camera crew na sumusunod sa'yo, just doing regular things, following you around throughout the season. But yeah, I mean, I don't think masasanay ako ever sa ganong klaseng feeling, pero all I focused on was basketball first, before I did anything else. So that's what I did last year.
So I guess you don't have any plans to join show business.
I'm not so sure, Miss Giselle. Di po sigurado.
Okay. What's your in this documentary? What is your takeaway to the audience? What's your main message? Anong gusto mong iparating sa lahat ng mga manunood ng documentary mo?
Well, that's a very good question, Miss Giselle, because I was filming that with nothing in mind. I was just told that there was going to be a camera crew following me around, and I really didn't think about what it would be after siyang ma-edit and everything. So I guess I'd like the message to be na kayang-kaya mo yan. If I'm talking to someone who's watching the video, who's watching the documentary, I just want them to think na kayang-kaya nila kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan nila ngayon. We all know that it's a tough time for everyone, especially in the pandemic. Na marami ka talagang pinagdadaanan and maraming pinagdadaanan yung mga tao. But hopefully, you find it in yourself to just keep going. It doesn't have to be a spectacular achievement, especially right now, but to just have little wins in life. Hindi lang sa kung ano yung ginagawa mo. So you just keep moving forward, and you just keep going and staying positive in whatever you're doing. So gusto ko lang talaga mag-empower ng mga tao with the documentary. I'm not so sure if there's I can't name a specific lesson, a specific takeaway right now, but I just want them to feel empowered and to just keep going with everything that they're going through, even if it's a tough time for them.
Well, that is beautiful. That was a great answer, Thirdy. So, would you like to invite everyone to support your movie, Thirdy Ravena, Local Hero?
Yes, I'm definitely inviting lahat ng mga Pilipino na nasa Pilipinas dyan ngayon. Please watch the documentary with Vivamax and Empower Asia by Gatsby, Thirdy Ravena, Local Hero. So please support. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. You get something out of it. And I just like to say thank you, Ms. Giselle, and to all of our media friends and to the Viva family for making all of this possible.
Thank you very much, Thirdy, and please do stay because you're going to be filming some spiels for the Viva and some of your promo. Wow, artista ka na.
My promo.
Okay, thanks, Thirdy. And for updates on
Miss
Thirdy
Giselle.
Ravena, local hero, please like and follow Vivamax official social media accounts. That is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's at VivamaxPH. Get excited and watch the newest docu-film, Thirdy Ravena, local hero, starring King Eagle, Thirdy Ravena himself, directed and produced by Tobias Memot, and co-presenter by Empower Asia. Don't miss it out. Watch the newest docu-film, Thirdy Ravena, local hero, only on Vivamax Philippines. So it will only be available in the Philippines, but Vivamax is also available online you can get Vivamax at web.vivamax.net, and you can also download the app and subscribe via Google Play Store for Android users, App Store for iOS, and Huawei App Gallery for Huawei users, or get your Vivamax vouchers on Shopee and Lazada. Watch all you can on Vivamax for only 49 pesos for 7 days, or 149 a month, or 399 for 3 months para mas sulit. Vivamax is also available in the Middle East, Europe, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, Indonesia, Thailand, South Korea, Taiwan, Brunei, Macau, Vietnam, Maldives, Australia, and New Zealand. But Mr. Ravena's docu-film will be only available in Vivamax Philippines. The #1 downloaded and paid entertainment app in Google Play Philippines, Vivamax has now reached 1 million subscribers. 1 milyong pasasalamat sa inyo sa patuloy na pagsuporta po sa amin. Dahil sa inyo, kami ay naging #1 Pinoy streaming app. Vivamax, Atin to. Again, thank you so much to everyone who is joining us right now. Your Japan friends are there who are joining us. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Minasan konnichiwa. My name is Giselle Sanchez, Filipino Jean Des, Noble Queen of the Universe International, Manila Bulletin columnist, comedian, singer, and actress, and your host for today. To close our digital media conference, muli po nating papanoorin ang full trailer of Thirdy Ravena, local hero. Again, Thirdy, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Thank you very much for being our trailblazer here in the Philippines, and good luck in your games. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Giselle. Bye-bye. It wasn't really the best first game, but ultimately it went good. Still have a lot of improvement to work on, especially in my conditioning. I guess I have to play a couple more games just to get my air inside my lungs. Unfortunately, I injured my hand at the beginning of January. I did fracture my hand. I had the cast on. I would go to the hospital once a week. I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of anxiety that I couldn't do. You feel helpless at times, especially when you're alone. My best friends, my family, and fans are always there to support me. Regardless of another challenge in my life, always wanted to remind me that they believe, encouraging me to stay strong during that obstacle. It's an amazing feeling, and it just makes you want to just keep on going, just really play so that you make those people who support you happy.